What's up, viewers, subscribers, and agents alike? This your boy Enlightened, Luciferian Prince, coming at y'all once again. Um, Hopefully everybody's doing well. Everybody's in good spirits. Everybody's maintaining. Um, Hope you're done popping your fireworks. Drinking your drink, whatever you did yesterday, that was on you. It's your business. But anywho, I really don't have to put my disclaimer on this, but I always do. If you're watching this video around children, please remove them from the immediate vicinity because my videos aren't for children. Okay? Okay. Now, this video is called Overcoming Adversity, my testimony. Now, this is a summary of the past 2 years in which I've endured a lot. I went through a lot of trials. I went through a lot of adversity. I went through a lot of spiritual attacks on certain levels, and I went through just overall a bunch of tests, I should say, that pretty much brought me my peace to where I'm at today. Ever since about 2 years ago, once I actually reconnected with my YouTube channel, and I got back to speaking to people on the platform and, connected with people that I often fell out of touch with, so to speak. For the most part, it's been a very rough ride. Now, I wouldn't say it was all bad, but it wasn't all great either. And I guess at this time, around this 24-month period, I guess that I could say that a lot of things that I was otherwise oblivious to, or I was otherwise, unknowing of, or not really aware of, I was still putting myself in situations that I often knew that in some way, shape, or form or another, I didn't belong in the situation, or I didn't even resonate with the particular situation, but I just dealt with it for what it's worth. Now, whether it be family, whether it be relationships, whether it be anything, it all was a great melting pot of drama, and through it all, I sustained a level mind in certain instances I didn't. And overall, when it came down to it, I really realized around the time of the second year, when I was going through this stuff, I realized I was like, okay, well, it's a deeper meaning to why this stuff is happening to me. I think it all really started to come to a head after the passing of my father. That's when things really got intense. That's when the heat really kicked up. And it really showed me at that time who my so-called family members really, really, really are, and I tried to rekindle relationships with them. I tried to do the right thing. I tried, but eventually people going to show you their true colors anyway. So once that happened with my dad, I basically isolated myself and accepted the proverbial alienation role from those people who were considered family members. That's fine. I could accept that. At least you showed me who you really are. That's fine. I can deal with that. Now, as far as social relationships or other relationships are concerned, need not go into detail. Just put it like this. It didn't go as planned. Didn't go as planned. And compile that with a whole lot of other social factors, stresses, and so forth. It was all a great test. But you know what? When you pass the test, you get your rest. Now, the one thing I can say is that I never gave up. I never gave up to the extent where I doubted myself to the point where I knew that eventually I would just be like, you know what, throw in the towel, because most of the time when you're under heavy pressure or you're under heavy stress, the easiest thing you can do is quit. And that's pretty much the enemy who just whispering in your ear, wanting to see you fail. Now, mind you, if you throw in the towel, then what you lost the battle, you know? And sometimes you have to realize that no matter what you're going through or whatever you may be faced with, you're equipped to deal with it. You can deal with it. And all you have to do is just calm down, relax for a little while, reassociate your thoughts, and pretty much get yourself back to a grounded standpoint. Kind of just push people off for a bit, or just don't even talk to them at all. Just kind of get back to your center, get back on your square. So basically, that's what I did, you know, in the past few months. I just kind of just started just like pushing things off or analyzing things for what they are and looking at people for who they are. And that was what really led me to my blessing. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know people say don't say blessing. Nah, fuck that. Blessing, straight. And it's the truth. It's once you really know who people are in your life or around you or about you or people you may encounter in life, you start to see life with a very different lens. And that's pretty much what happened to me. Now, this is my personal story. This don't got nothing to do with nobody. And if you're a hit dog and you holler, oh well, I don't care. 99% of the time, you're not a factor in my life no more anyway. So I don't care. I don't care how you feel, period. But it just came to show me that when you endure something, when you endure it and you endure it to the most and to the utmost, you get your reward. Straight. You get your reward. And your reward can come in many forms. It's just that you just have to be willing to accept it in the form that it comes. And get out of that mentality that, you know, the enemy has control over you. The enemy only has as much control over you as you give it. You know, that's in anything. That's in from your employment all the way down to your relationship. Don't matter. The enemy comes in many forms. Trust me, it definitely does. But if you can recognize the enemy for what it is and call the enemy out on who it is, then obviously you're now passing the test. So once you actually assess the situation for what it is and you move accordingly, then guess what? You don't fail. You start to pass. Once you pass that test in regards to recognizing the enemy for what it is, because the enemy, as I said before, comes in many forms. Trust me, many, many forms. And I think people consider it just to be some sort of physical. But no, it comes in tangible things too. You know? So all of these things factor into the thought process and how you analyze what your life is supposed to be and where you want to go. And this is where you make your transition. You make your transition accordingly to what is assessed, where you're at, and where you want to go. See, if you want to go somewhere in life, then provisions and opportunities will be made available to you to where you can do that. But if you don't want to go anywhere in life, you will stay the fuck where you're at. And that's why a lot of people in your life, that's why they're still where they're at. Because they don't want to go anywhere. And the thing you have to realize is that they didn't want you to go anywhere either. But if you have a conscientious thought and a steadfast belief in your creator, you better understand you're going to be attacked. No matter what. You're going to be attacked. Straight. But a tree is known by its fruits. So motherfuckers can say whatever the fuck they want about you. But if they tree ain't bearing no fruit, your words don't amount to a motherfucking thing. And when it comes down to it, it's a warfare that is that you have to be prepared for mentally, spiritually, and physically. Physical comes last. because that's the exertion of what came forthwith. So, long story short, here's the summary of it all. My reward that I received, not bragging or boasting in my own efforts, all praise is due to the Creator. The fake family that I was born into, I found one now that genuinely loves me. The fake relationship I was in last, now I actually found true love. Straight. The social situations and the assessments that I particularly dealt with in the past, this ain't the same me anymore. It's a different me. Now, I don't care what the enemy has to say because, like I said, the same enemy that tried with many devices to try to trip me up and take me down, you failed. You suck at your job. You failed. You failed. Look you square in your face and tell you, you failed. Miserably. Don't fuck with the chosen. That's all I got to say. Don't. Simple as that. Straight. So I share that pepper beef jerky. I share that experience as a motivating factor to tell those people that are out there, no matter what you go through, no matter what you may be going through, no matter what you may be enduring, trust me, never give up. It's going to be hard. And it's always hardest before your breakthrough. It's always hardest. It's always hardest before your breakthrough. It really is. And that's when you know, if you endure for just a little while longer, you won't be disappointed. You won't. You won't be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. I'm telling you, the reward is sweet, but you got to endure the battle. It's not easy, but it isn't hard either, because you're not doing it on your own. See, when people say they do it on their own, okay, I think you are, but you're not. I didn't do this on my own. I did it with help, unseen help. So I enjoy what my Creator provides for me to enjoy for my relief. Rest from the battle. Simple as that. More happier in my life today than I've ever been in the past few years. Honest. You know, I think a lot of people place emphasis on other things. Nah, I just moved on from those things that held me back. I moved on. That's what you got to do first. Move on. Cut all attachments to those things that don't have your best interest at hand. And please be careful of when people say they were sent into your life. Anybody that was sent doesn't have to say it. Be careful with them people that say they were sent into your life, because not all spirits come from the same mechanism of positivity. Some are sent into your life to totally destroy it. Watch out for people who say that. Watch out for them. They're dangerous people. They don't even know their purpose on life. How they gonna tell you that they sent to you? Yeah, they sent all right. They sent to turn your life into shambles. Serious. Pay them no attention. Feed them no energy. And they'll slowly pass away. On a side note, I know a lot of people watch my videos, and I know a lot of people who watch my videos for years. You know, if you're gonna turn around and read comments from people who you don't even know, most of these people are really bots and spam. You know what I'm saying? And most of them, I'm being shadow banned anyway, so most of them are bots and spam. So at the same token, if you're gonna listen to them, then if your mind is made up by a comment of somebody you don't even know, then guess what? You join the forces with agents. You know? It is what it is. I deal with people on an individual basis. I don't go by what the comments say. I go by what the context says in the video, not a comment. But if you so be, people gonna be saying dumb shit in my comments for the rest of the time I'm doing my YouTube. Oh, the fuck well. But if you let that stop you from actually reaching your higher potential, in all honesty, you're a dumbass. Straight. Because a real logical person never lets another person make up their mind, much more less a computer. So, I say that on the side note. Straight up. That's the truth. But, to each his own. Everybody has the right to do what they will. That's the time and energy on the sphere. Long story short, moral of the story. If a person says, trust me, don't trust them. Trust the creator and trust your instinct. Go with your gut. You'll never be disappointed. Peace, light, love. Stay tuned for your next upload.